Hello, Trace Perot here. I'm feeling kind of inspired this evening, so I thought it'd be fun to just do like a catalog of what I'm going to eat this week. So I'm going to be checking in and out off of Facebook Live all week long, and I'm going to show you what I eat. Now, it's very different the way that I eat, and let me get into some of the background. I've been doing this for 35 years, and the way I eat is totally sustainable. It's 100% organic, and it is something that has allowed me to maintain the highest level of energy and health possible. It's the optimal way to eat, and I consistently outperform myself at 20, and I am 73 years old. So that's a 50-year difference, and I'm outperforming myself in all aspects than I did at the age of 20. Okay, so what do? I work 40 hours a week in social services. I am a semi-professional musician and artist. One of the reasons I'm doing this tonight is because my performance schedule has reduced itself quite a bit, much to my happiness, because I got other things I want to do, and I also want to start recording again. So I'm cutting back on the live performances. But at any rate, semi-professional musician and artist. Some of the activities I engaged in when I was 20 years old are surfing, which I've been doing since I was 8 years old, and I'm still doing it. And I've got more energy doing it now than I did when I was 20. I also jog. I am working out with weights. I am doing something called heavy hands, which is walking with weights, which is probably the best cardio exercise you can possibly do. I jazz dance, although I'm not jazz dancing right now because I can't find a class that fits into my schedule. And I bike commute, bike trek, what else? Oh, I'm a yoga instructor, so I do yoga 3 or 4 times a week, full-on yoga at a very advanced level. I teach occasionally online. Right now I'm getting certified as a yoga instructor, so I'm backing off the online teaching, and I am finishing up that certification so I can be legal and go out and actually get work as a yoga instructor. Even though I've been practicing yoga since about 1993, and I've been teaching. I've taught all over the United States in various healing centers and yoga studios. I had never been certified as a yoga instructor, so I decided it was about time to do that. Anyways, what I want to do is just show you ingredients by ingredients. So I invented a dish I call Avocado Zoodles. And I did this because I thought it was at the end of my groceries for the week, and I looked in the refrigerator and I had various and sundry things that I don't usually eat together. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to put these together because that's all I have to eat for dinner tonight. And it came out so good, so delicious. I've already made it once this week, and I made it once last week. So this is the second time in 3 days because it's so delicious. So I am going to turn the camera around if I can. I don't know if I can. Oh, here we go. And I'm going to show you, this is my kitchen counter here. I've got some artwork that just sort of livens up a little bit what's going on. But what I really wanted to get into is the ingredients of this, and then I'm going to throw them together. I've pre-prepared most of this stuff so you don't have to get bored with me chopping vegetables. Anyways, I've got a beautiful avocado that I've diced up, okay? Came right off a tree in our yard. It's avocado season right now. And then I have all these diced tomatoes. Whoops. Whoa. Oh my goodness. I guess I got at too radical of an angle here. I'm using a particular device for smooth filming. Anyways, I got those diced tomatoes back here. I have garlic chives diced. Then I have the green onions or scallions diced, not the white parts, just the green. And there's a specific reason for that. Then I have a whole bunch of celery diced. Then I've got the limes ready to juice. Oh, there we go again. Sorry. I'm going to hand hold this for a bit. Then I've got this bowl. These are zucchini zoodles. This is spiralized zucchini. So you take a whole zucchini and you put it in this contraption and you spiralize it. And then I've got shredded carrots in there. So that's all that's in there right now. All of this is going in there with that. Well, not all of it. The avocado and the tomatoes are going to be mixed up, mashed up separately as a sort of a dressing. And then I have a big bowl of romaine lettuce. Okay. So, see if I can get this thing to operate correctly. Looks like it might be out of juice. So we'll have to work with that. But that's okay right there. You can see what I'm doing. So anyways, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the avocado together with the tomatoes, okay? So I dice it up because it just makes it easier to make into like a dressing, liquefy, if you will, or make into a paste. Let's see if that's getting in. Yeah, that's in the frame there. Then I'm going to take all my tomatoes, put those in here, and I should mention the kind of music I do play. I'm a huge aficionado of blues. I've been playing blues since I was a teenager. You know, growing up in the 60s, everybody wanted to be just like B.B. King. We wanted to be black and from the south side of Chicago. But instead, most of us white boys wound up... Oh, where's my masher? We wound up creating rock and roll, which is totally based on blues. And so I got to look around for my masher here. There it is. I got a masher. See the masher? And I'm going to mash up the tomatoes and the avocados into kind of like a dressing or a paste. Okay. And I'm going to add lime juice to this. So let's get it out here where you can see the action. Anyways, yeah, I'm a big aficionado of blues. I love playing the blues. I've been doing it since I was a teenager. And I'm also a singer-songwriter. So I compose my own songs. And I've got many, many songs that I've done that I perform live with different combinations of instruments and people. I have been doing that on the Big Island for about 5-6 years. I live on the Big Island, Hawaii, and have since 2011. Okay, so now we're going to take a lime squeezer. I'm sure you're all familiar with this, and we're going to add lime to this concoction. Okay, let's put in 2 at a time and make it quick work. All that lovely lime juice. And I also studied to be a jazz guitarist when I was young. And my most recent endeavors have been in the area of Hindu devotional music. So I'm getting into that, kirtan and such. I'm going to save some limes for this. Okay, so let's put that aside. This is the zoodles. Okay, let's go back to mashing this up. It's kind of watery, but that's good because you want it, when you put it on top of the zoodles, you want it to permeate all the way through. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. So now I'm going to set that aside. Just checking the frame here. I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to take a look at the board now. Over here with the zoodles, hopefully I can get this all in. I may have to move to a bigger... So we're putting in the celery. We're putting in all the garlic chives. Garlic chives are really a key to this. You can use garlic, but I tend not to use it because it's overstimulating. Garlic is not the best thing for you. It can definitely overstimulate your digestive system and lead to problems. These are the green onions. They're going in. And then I'm going to put some lime juice in this mixture. And we're going to do that. So that's kind of what I do creatively. I'm also an artist. I've been doing artwork for, oh God, about 35 years, 30, 40 years. And so my thing is being creative. I used to joke to tell people, I'm very creative, but I don't know how to tie my shoes. Anyway, so now we're going to mix this up. Okay. I think we're going to have to go to the big bowl. So let's just dump it in the big bowl. In the big bowl with the lettuce over here so we can get a good mix going. So this is going to be 2 nights. So tonight or tomorrow night when I come home from dinner or come home from work, I can just open this up, open the refrigerator up and grab my meal. Okay? And it's always better on this after it's sat in the refrigerator for 24 hours. It's always better. I don't know what it is about that. The flavors just have time to exude their particular characteristics. So most recently I've been playing in a couple of different bands. But like I said, I'm backing off of that and I'm going into recording. Also I'm going to start live streaming original stuff and blues on my Facebook channel. Okay, let's move this back a little bit. And I'm going to check it. Okay, so we're good. So let's get this mixed up real good. So there's many reasons for me eating this way. I got into it for health reasons. And basically I found the results to be so amazing that I just continued, and now I've got it completely wired. I know exactly what I'm doing. Everything that goes into my mouth, I know exactly the effect it has on my body. And it's totally fun. You can get really creative with these dishes. And this is just dinner, okay? This is the main meal for me, okay? So, and like I said, you cannot eat better than this. You cannot. I have not eaten any animal products. No fish, butter, cheese, eggs, milk, meat of any kind, animal products of any kind for 35 years, okay? So, you know, you got to take a look at that. You really have to take a look at that because there are consequences to eating according to established social norms. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to put this out on a plate. Let me get something to scoop it up with. Here we go. Oh, we've got something even better, some salad tongs. Push this back over here. Like that. You can see what's going on. So I'm going to, look at that. Look at the color in that. That is amazing. You know, if you notice, if you go eat fast food, everything looks brown. That should be a good indication of what's good for you and what's not. naturally gravitate towards color, okay? From the time we're little kids, but then we get nummified by social norms, and we don't go after the color, we go after salt and sugar, which is what most flavors are made with these days. They're heavily spiked with salt and sugar. So there you go. You got the avocado, tomato, and lime juice topping. You got the zoodles, carrots with all the different ingredients in there. And that is my meal. I may eat at least 2 plates of this. And let's see if we can get a close-up of that. Look how beautiful that is. It kind of matches the colors of the paintings in the background. And yeah, so that's it. Let me turn back around. Yeah, so that's the first day. I'm not starting on Monday, I'm starting on Tuesday because I had yesterday off, so it was kind of like a weekend day. But I'm going to check in live every now and every time I make a meal and sort of show you how this is done. These are the results I want. I want to be vibrant, vital, active, outperforming myself at 20 for years and years to come, okay? And right up until I decide to leave the planet, right? So in order to do that, I've developed this way of eating, which with the assistance of various people in the field, like Dr. Doug Graham, and the results are just amazing. These are exactly the results I want, everything I'm doing right now. So anyways, I will check back with you probably tomorrow morning when I get up and have a nice breakfast, and I'll show you what that's all about. Adios.